Today on Focus on Investing, we're going to be analyzing CYBERLUX, ticker symbol CYBL, and find out why everybody's talking about it. It's time to get focused.
Time to get focused with Focus on Investing.
All right, today's request was brought to us by, let's you know how we do, we give them their propers. So today's request was brought to us by Big Brad LOL. He requested if we could do CYBL. Well, Brad, we're doing it. All right. So let's get into CYBERLUX. Let me just bring the screen back up. All right. So this is the CYBERLUX website. You can see CYBERLUX, their tagline is harnessing the future. If we go through flicking through what their headline, slogans are, or their headline points are, they say they're digital platform solutions. Let me go back. Digital platform solutions, DPS, driving digital experiences and automation for the enterprise. We see that they say they do unmanned aircraft solutions, UAS, industry-leading aircraft and software solutions for military, law enforcement, cinematography, and racing. And they say they do infrastructure technology solutions, ITS, telecom for solar solutions for government and commercial enterprises. And the last one is advanced lighting solutions, ALS, with our proprietary lighting products and custom engineering. We have solutions for governments and commercial uses. All right, so that's their main headlines. What there's a computer there, some kind of drone with the camera. They say unmanned aircraft solutions, infrastructure, some kind of train or something there, and bright eye, some kind of cameras. All right, so CYBERLUX Corporation, CYBL, is a digital technology platform company comprised of 4 vertical business units targeting global growth markets. The CYBERLUX company is organized around digital platform solutions, unmanned aircraft solutions, infrastructure technology solutions, and advanced lighting solutions. What we do. So they're digital platform solutions. The drive towards a digital economy is spurring widespread adoption of innovation across a variety of industries. Today's demanding customers have increasingly ambitious expectations when interacting with organizations. We work with you to identify your customer, employee, and partner needs, as well as their future expectations, and then deliver a structured, tangible approach to future-proof solutions. All right, so that's their digital platform solutions. Their Flight Eye UAS solution is industry-leading unmanned aircraft plus UAS software platform preferred by government, commercial, and retail customers, including cinematography, war fighters, law enforcement, and world-class racing teams. Interesting. You can see that, they probably use these drones, they say, with governments. I wonder what governments are using it for. Commercial. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what use you would have it for commercial. I know somebody could think of put in the comments what you would think they could use this for commercial. Retail customers, similarly. Cinematography makes sense. War fighters, geez, what are they doing with that? Law enforcement, that can make sense. I've seen RoboCop. I know what they're out here doing, Terminator and all those. I can see that coming in. And world-class racing teams. Now that makes sense. I can see them utilizing this camera for, racetracks and cars going around and even, I know they say racing, but running, people do athletics, getting certain angles with the drone. That makes sense. The other stuff, put it in the comments what you think. Government, well, we know what government's doing, but the commercial kind of side of it, what they're doing. They also do infrastructure technology solutions, a broad set of software, cabling, and renewable energy solutions with centers in the United States, Europe, and South America. Industry expertise includes telecoms, finance, hospitality, and health, just to name a few. Platforms are ready to go and can be customized to meet your needs. Customer relationship management, document management, resource planning, and billing. Okay, and then I guess that is infrastructure technology is to kind of support the platform for their drone systems and their digital platform. And then the last thing they have is advanced lighting solutions, exclusive lighting technology for military, police, force, and security and equipment maintenance applications. Solutions integrate lightweight, portable battery-powered LED, white, and infrared lighting systems with special operators, forward-based operations, security, and equipment maintenance. Okay. So I guess they use the advanced lighting solutions to provide lighting for the cameras. And in order to run the cameras, they have a digital platform to run them. And then they need the infrastructure in order to have the platform on to run the cameras and the lighting. Okay. I guess that's what it means, right? So contract holder, general service administrator, and schedule 56 contract holder. Um, So yeah, let me read it because it's relevant. Okay, for more than 10 years, CyberLux have produced leading edge, battle tested portable LED lighting systems for various DoD, which is the Department of Defense, customers including the U.S. Air Force, National Guard, Special Operations Command, SOCOM, U.S. Army, and Defense Logistics Agency, which is the DLA. Since 2006, the company has operated under its GSA contract award of GS-07F-9409. And during this time, CyberLux had supplied mission critical portable lighting systems to its DoD customers. Okay, that's quite interesting actually. So then you're saying that this this company has military contracts, and we know that military spends big. There's a lot of money going through. And they said not even one. They said they had multiple customers, licenses for various DoD customers. So it's more than one. So that sounds quite promising. So investor information. CyberLux is a public company registered with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, US SEC, and CyberLux securities are listed on OTC Pink markets with the trading symbol CYBL. All right, so that's basically what they do. Let's take a quick look at their About Us page on their company overview, and let's read the first paragraph. It's probably just going to sum up what we've already read. But founded as an advanced lighting company in 2000, so we're going since the year 2000, CyberLux Corporation became a supplier to the Department of Defense after being asked by the United States Air Force to leverage our unique CyberLux LED lighting technology to solve tough problems for elite special forces teams. Problems multiple aerospace and defense contracts had tried but failed. Problems multiple aerospace and defense contractors had tried and failed to solve. The punctuation was a bit weird there, but yeah. So essentially, what they're saying is they started in 2000 as an advanced lighting company. They got contacted by the DoD to help them solve, tough problems for the special forces. All right, so let's go to our next page before we go to our charts and do some technical analysis on the charts. We're going to go to the OTC markets, and this is the CyberLux page. They're saying they're down 0.0, they're at 0.0125, and they're down by 2.34% according to the OTC markets. If we go down, we can see the charts. We're going to take a better look at the charts in our technical analysis section. Okay, just looking at certain trade data. Okay, so its latest news is CyberLux Corporation, OTC CYBL, releases amended first quarter financial and operational results, confirming the company delivered 6.25 million in revenue and 1.24 million in net income for the quarter ended March 31st, 2022. So for the quarter ending at the beginning of this year, they delivered 6.25 million in revenue and 1.24 million in net income. Let's read our next two news stories. CYBERLUX Corporation, OTC Pink, CYBL, announces shares repurchasing program and directs 19.5 million of current and future cash flows to fund the purchase of outstanding shares. And then the CEO presenting on the Emerging Growth Conference on June 8th. Register now. Okay. So their filings and disclosures, attorney letter with respect to current information, CYBL OTC, attorney opinion letter for amended OTC format for the for March 31st, 2022, quarterly report, final of July 25th, 2022. Quarterly report filed, and another attorney letter with respect to current information. All right. And then they're just breaking down what CyberLux is. All right. That's enough of the fundamentals. Let's get into the technical analysis. Let's bring up our chart. Let me go to our trading view chart, which is this one. All right, here we have our focus on investing 4-screen template setup. We also have our custom indicators on some of these charts. So this chart may look slightly different to your one at home, but nevertheless, if you want to get your hands on some of our templates and our custom indicators so you can analyze charts yourself, then go to focusoninvesting.io. All right, so let's start with our monthly time frame. Let's bring this up large. We're looking at the overall structure. Okay. So we can see that, the beginning of the chart is quite spiky and a bit erratic, which is to be expected with any sort of new IPO or initial public offering. Anything that goes to the markets early, we always see a lot of turbulence and a lot of, erratic behavior in the early parts of the chart. This is where, those shareholders that were gifted shares for, working on the company or building the project, who didn't get paid, a lot of times the moment it goes to market, they start selling and getting rid of all of their shares in order to recoup the the time that they've and energy that they've put into building the company or building the product. Equally, those that have been waiting to get into the product also start buying at that time at the beginning. So you generally find there's a lot of erratic behavior at the beginning of the charts. We can see that here we've had our all-time high reach a height of 209.6182 roughly. And then since then, price has never reached that height. It's been a downward movement since then. We've kind of come down and bounced and flatlined since 3rd of November 2008. As we get closer, we'll kind of get a bit more of a scale of the charts as we're zooming in. And then if we look at most recent chimes, we've seen a bit of a spike since January 2021. We can see that the price has spiked up, and quite a massive spike. I don't know what caused this spike. Here on the 1st of September, we can see that price rose up to around the 0.0662 area. Draw our line in. See that? And then since then, price has actually been on a bit of a decline since then. We've kind of since found this level of support around 0.0125. And we can see that for the past, well, you could really say from the 1st of February, you can see that price has kind of hovered around this sort of area of support. We can see that we have a quite a long wick on the February. So price did go lower, but then for some reason it's pulled back I found a level of support around here, and then for the next month, we had a close at the same sort of price area. The following month, price shot back up, but then it pulled back down to its support level again. And then since the past 4 months, we can see that, we can, I mean, this month has just started. So I guess you can say three and a bit months. We can see that price has hovered around this 0.0125 support level. And you can see that price has attempted to go a bit low on each of these occasions. We can see that we have long wicks to the downside in all of these candles. Even when we go back to previous months, we're talking about September and August, we can see a similar kind of support level where price seems to want to be settling for. So, price does seem to want to settle there. There's also, our when we're talking about prices in terms of levels for the year, we can see that we are, if we go back to where is our January? A January candle is here. So this was the high of January. So we're trading below our high for the year. But so far price seems to have found a level of support there. Let's go to our weekly time frame. If we look at our weekly time frame, on the weekly time frame, we can see that our trend filter is red, meaning price is going more to the downside. If we look at our moving averages, we can see the 50 simple moving average trading above price, but price is trading above the 200 simple moving average. There's quite a bit of gap between our two moving averages, and that is because of our spike in price here going back to, around the 27th of September. That spike has, separated our moving averages and given us a good bit of distance in between the two of them. However, we can see that price is actually trading below our 50 simple moving average. We're actually trading in between a lot of our key pivot support and resistance levels. If we see, here going through the middle, and again, this is because we had this high spike up here, and then on our way down, we had a bounce and then a pullback and a move back to the downside. And this kind of pullback has created a spike here, which has created a level of pivot here. Um, it's kind of almost reflecting this kind of area here. So I don't know if there might be a level of support and resistance around this level if I draw it in here. If you notice, we're kind of getting a few bounces along that line. Um, so yeah, so we're looking at the moment. We can see that the 200 simple moving average is, as I said, it's responding to this movement previously. So we can see that the moving averages are moving higher than that. But generally, the price here is sitting in between most of our indicators. If we go to our daily time frame, if we look at our daily time frame, fresh to our most recent candlestick. Okay, so if we're now looking at our trend filter, we can see that it's, flashing red and green. So on the daily time frame, we're seeing that it's quite middling in terms of when we're talking about direction to go an up or down. If we see let me clear the chart, it might be a bit easier to see. If we look at our moving averages, we can see that the 200 simple moving average is above the 50 simple moving average, and price is trading along the 50 simple moving average. In terms of price, it doesn't really respect the moving averages at all. You're not really seeing, much movement in terms of the moving averages. Maybe back here we saw a little bounce price off of the 50 simple moving average, maybe a bounce below it here, possibly. Maybe it's just a coincidence. Maybe another bounce here, another bounce below it here, and then we're bouncing alongside it here. So generally price is not really respecting the moving averages at all. It's not really affected by the moving averages. And that might be just simply because, prices trade is at such a low level for so long, and then it's kind of spiked. So it's kind of not really anything too real or relevant. But if we look at our pivot support and resistance levels, we're going to have one here at the top. Let me draw it in. And that is representative of this spike that took place on the 30th of September, 2021. And then since then, we have Big move to the downside with no real significant levels until we get to here. Is a 0.0247 level. And that's where we had our bounce and our pullback, and it's kind of established a sort of level there. If we look in terms of, distance from our peak and our high, we see that our high was at 0.07 cents. So we're currently down 81.061%. If we look at our, movement over the last day, with that, we're actually up 3.32%. So 3.23%, I meant to say. So we're up, and that is based on this little spike here. If we zoom in, we can see that this green candle has kind of pulled us up from our low level. If we draw in our low level, which is around here, so our level of support, we bounced a few times. We can see back here on the 24th of February, we actually briefly fell below our support level, but pulled back up. But generally, we're bouncing along this support level with two touches here, once on the 5th of July and once on the 15th of July, and then we're slightly recovering from that. So this strong green um, bar has kind of taken us above the 50 simple moving average. And then we've got two green bars for the day. So, for our last day, we've been up, as I said, 3.23%. For the week, we're actually down. And I think, again, this is back down to this big, strong green bar here, which has taken us up for the week. And then we've kind of just come down from that level. And for the month, you can see that we're actually up 3.85% for the month. And again, this is going back to this green bar. So price is just slightly leveling off. So if we take a kind of a more overall broader look, let me reset the chart. Let me clear the drawings. And so let's draw back in our support level, our high level. From my analysis, to me, this chart looks like the next level it's going to hit for is this 0.0075 level. So for me, I would say that the trading opportunity is probably, I would say that if I was to say there's a buy zone, if I was to invest in this, I'll be looking at this area here as a buy zone, right? Because we can see that the trend for this chart is in a downward direction or in a downward momentum. And we can see that price has previously touched this level before here. We can see this level here. So my estimation would be that, the trading opportunity here would be to, find some sort of entry. If I draw an entry line, possibly under the 20 simple moving average, maybe somewhere around here. Let's draw our green. For our entry, if I was to draw a stop loss, I will be utilizing this green bar here, this strong green bar, as a level to judge for our stop loss. I would say rest it here, simply because if price pulls back higher than this big strong green bar, then we can see that price is probably not looking to go down, it's actually looking to go up. So we would look to, let me put the red in as our stop loss. And then let's change this line to our gold as our take profit line. Let's use this as our gold. So, if I was to enter into this trade, I would, look at this as a setup for an entry here. It'll be for a bearish play or a bearish trade for this chart, and it'll be looking to capture price movement from around the 0.0116 level down to the 0.0075 level, if it was. But overall, for me personally, I don't think this is a great chart. I mean, it's not a great opportunity. I know this is more of a fundamental play that people are looking at and people are kind of going crazy about for this chart. And you know me, I'm a technical analyst. So from a technical analysis perspective, you know, I don't particularly see this as a great opportunity. There are better opportunities to be had. However, if this is something that you're looking to get involved in, you know, or let me rephrase that. If it was something that I was looking to get involved in, then I'll be looking to capture this little price movement to the downside. As I said previously, you know, personally, I think there are better opportunities. And if you guys are looking for those better opportunities and looking for, you know, trades or assets that are moving now and have opportunities now, rather than those, you know, that possibly you're waiting for something to happen in the future or some kind of movement in the future, then go to focus on investing.io, where we give you, you know, weekly trending stock lists where you can see, you know, a list of, you know, various trading stocks and forex assets and commodities and things like that. So if that's something you are interested in, getting your hands on, you know, the most current trending stocks, then go to focusoninvesting.io. And if you like the content here, please subscribe and hit the like button. All right, ladies and gentlemen, take care. Peace.